2023 will go down in civil rights history as the day of the Battle of the Alabama River that saw blacks and whites raise fists to one another in an interracial scuffle for the ages. Jesse, the violent receipts.
Get up there, young buck! Get up there, young buck! Get up there, young buck!
I was up a minute ago.
Yeah! Woo! 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 They scared! Look at them! They scared!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and joy in my heart that I officially declare racism over in America. On that exact same day, 200 years ago, hundreds of enslaved Africans were marched off of boats on that same riverfront and sold into forced labor in a practice that will go on for another century following the signing of the 13th Amendment in 1865. And now, fast forward to 2023, and the descendants of those same African slaves dragged white entitled ass up and down that same boardwalk and went home to tell the tale. Woo! Cue the confetti. We have achieved the perfect union. That same incident in 1923 would have ended in these men and women hung by their necks along the Alabama River for all to see. And they wouldn't have been brought down until the crows had the itis. And that is what I believe to have been the fatal flaw in these Caucasian gentlemen's calculations. These and your yes sir, no sir niggas of 1963. Oh no. These niggas is different. These niggas got that dog in them. And it bites. Now, that being said, the compassionate man in me can't help but note the fact that there were several elements that led to the alarming rise in the audacity levels the white folks on that river this particular afternoon were experiencing. One, it's 80 degrees outside. They've been in the sun all day. They are burning and peeling, rendering them extremely irritable and volatile at that time. Two, summer is crawling to an end. Kids are going back to school in 2 weeks, which means that it's demon time in the mountains of Caucasus. The IP and Jack Daniels is coursing through their veins. They've been bumping that Jason Aldean on the boat and swimming in their khakis all day. They are ready for whatever. And finally, they were just fresh off a Trump rally. Those lock 'em up chants are like an incantation that can turn the meekest white boy into a rage machine. You add all those elements together and nothing, and I do mean nothing, could have prevented Mount White privilege from erupting. And that is why I hope the white folks involved in this altercation went home and watched film in order to be better prepared for their next interracial fisticuff. Because if they did, they will have seen the many telltale signs one experiences after opening a can of chocolate ass whooping. For example, when that security guard threw the hat in the air Bobby Shmurda style, that is the black bat sign. That means DEFCON 1. Code 999. Black man down, requesting all available units. And I'm talking both ground and aquatic troops. You saw that young man swimming to the rescue? You didn't know we had our own Vikings, did you? That's the shit they teach you in critical race theory class. You should have went. That boy had bigger balls than Leah Thomas, dragging him to the bottom of that river. But he still made it right on time to administer justice. Secondly, stop bringing your women to the racial melees. I'm not sure why white women grew up convinced that throwing hands at a man is a zero consequence activity. But I hope they learned from this little brouhaha that black hands are rated E for everyone. But that is also why, in that same breath, I must give a stern wag of my finger to the gentleman in the black shirt who went upside that white lady head with that folding chair. Look, Unc. The romantic aspect of selecting a folding chair as your weapon of choice during a mini race riot is not lost on me, given the fact that the folding chair was invented by a black man, Nathaniel Alexander, in 1911. But you didn't have to concuss that white woman in such a fashion. That felt personal. That lady won't see straight in this life and the next. You gotta do some time for that. Race war or not, there are still rules of engagement. We're not animals. And that is why I would also like to congratulate everyone else involved in this brawl, black or white, on exemplary sportsmanship. The fact that in Alabama, a state crawling with proud card-carrying members of the NRA, a massive brawl took place and not a single shot was fired shows a level of enlightened violence that you don't find in the coastal cities. And although very impressive, it is still undoubtedly absolutely preposterous. And that'll do for the show this week. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. Please don't forget to share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so you know when we're uploading new content. We're trying to reach 5,000 subscribers before October, so each and every form of engagement helps. Until next time, stay preposterous.